You know who it is. Gonna analyze this game real quick for now. This is a game I played against. As you see this flag up here, a Tabby 2334. They're rated at 1057. That's a Chinese flag. You look down here, I'm high tech 5150. I'm rated at 1114 with the American flag. So Chinese people are pretty smart, you would think. They did make a few mistakes. So here we go. I move my pawn up. I'm white. They're black. They moved their pawn up, started moving pawns up, and I did a different opening with my knight, to put him on a different square, threatening his bishop. And he wasn't paying attention. I guess he was trying to move fast, and he just didn't expect it. He's not used to it, he or she. So I took the bishop for free. You know, he castled, threatened my knight, moved him back, and started developing my pieces. He got revenge, took my knight with his bishop. I just took his bishop, so he just wanted revenge. Um, so let's see here. I castled, started developing my pieces, started pushing that pawn forward to open up a line of sight to his queen. Took it with my knight. He took it with his knight. Took it with my bishop. Didn't take his knight right away with my bishop. I wanted to save that bishop. I might need it later. He took that pawn for free. It was undefended, so that's my fault. Threatening, just making some opening moves, threatening some squares, and threatening his rook now. Threatening his rook again. He moved his rook back, threatened his rook with my rook, and I decided to take the knight since he threatened it with that pawn. So I just took the knight, took it with his queen, threatened my bishop, took his rook, he took it back, and he's threatening a checkmate. I'm real close to being checkmated. And so I had to protect my bishop at the same time. So I put that queen on that white square on the diagonal to protect my bishop, and he threatened with my bishop with his rook and his queen, so he could have won a piece, two pieces maybe. But I just moved it back so he can't move his rook down to check me at all. So and I just moved it back right there to protect it with my pawn. He's trying to checkmate right there, pretty much. That's a checkmate if I didn't see it. So I just open up that square. So he can't checkmate me. It gives my king a place to escape. And he's moving his pawn forward, trying to break up my barrier, my defenses. Took a free pawn. He had a pawn for free that I could take, so I took it. Took another pawn for free, and threatened his queen. He checked me, and took it with my rook, threatening his queen again. He took it with his rook, and so there's nothing I can do but try to escape with my king. Luckily, I had that escape route, evade and escape, evasion tactics, and he's trying to figure out what to do. I'm a piece up. He messed up in the beginning. That's his fault. So I started checking, see what I could do with that. Checked him again. Try to move him down out in the open where he's more vulnerable, the king out. And so he's threatening my bishop right there. Had to protect my bishop. So just moved him back to protect it with my pawn, little supporter. And now he's going in for trying to checkmate me, move that pawn forward or stuff like that. So he could cause real damage. He might have caused a draw. He could just do infinite checks. And after three repetitive checks, it's just an automatic draw in chess.com, I believe. So checked him, and that's a checkmate right there. So took as many pieces as I could and checkmated him in under 6 minutes. We get 3 minutes each in a blitz game of chess. So this took about 4 minutes. Yeah. So, I hope you found that interesting. That's the video for today. Stay safe and take it easy.